Well, it's Tuesday morning. We've been here for a week, but we're on our way out of Harpers Ferry now. We got the group reconvened, although Angel and Bullfrog headed out earlier than we did this morning. They're early risers and we're not, so we'll catch up to them here in a little bit. We also hike faster than they do, so we'll see them up the trail somewhere and be sure and capture them on video today. But it's been a nice week. We've visited a few Civil War battlefields. What all else we've done? We visited the ATC a couple of times. This is actually, we're on the AT now, and that's the Blue Blaze Trail that goes up into town to drop by the ATC office. It comes in right the back door of the ATC area. So we've been up there. This time we're going to go along the trail, and I think there's going to be some interesting sights to see as we go down through town before we head out of town good, and we'll show you those when we get there. Well, our trail has brought us to Jefferson Rock. The rock that's there, I've been told Thomas Jefferson came here, saw it, marveled at it, and then later on I think during the Civil War, maybe it was tumbled over the hill. I don't know whether that's the rock that was brought back up here or exactly how that all worked. But, okay, Gav said we could see the river over there. So at any rate, this was something that Thomas Jefferson observed and thought was remarkable. And it's nice that we're here too. It's always kind of neat when you put your footprints in the footprints of someone else who's been here that you've read about or heard about or whatever. And he certainly is one of the fathers of our country. There you go. I'll try to hold still so you can give it a look as well. On your right comes up the Shenandoah, having raged along the foot of the mountain 100 miles to seek a vent. On your left approaches the Potomac in quest of a passage also. In the moment of their junction, they rush together against the mountain, rend it asunder, and pass off to the sea. This scene is worth a voyage across the Atlantic. And, it's a 1810 drawing of Jefferson Rock. Remarkable. It certainly is an older building. Let's see what the sign says. St. John's Episcopal Church. There it is. Alrighty. Served as a hospital and barracks during the Civil War. Rebuilt afterward but abandoned in 1895 when a new church was built in the upper town. Alrighty. So there's the Episcopal Church. We're going to keep it right here because we're going to continue walking on down into town here. This series of steps right here I have seen on countless other people's videos going into town, and I've been eager to make this journey myself. So we're going to be walking down this little roadway here, going down into the historic town. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Catholic Church. My headphones cord is caught on my hip belt. There we go. So I believe this is the Catholic Church here that you see going down into town. I think that's our way out of town right there. Across that bridge, beside the railroad tracks. Hope the train doesn't come, that would be awfully loud. So we'll pause here and see what we got. But I'm almost certain but this is the Catholic Church here in town. National Register of Historic Places. The Historic Chapel of St. Peter. Let's see if I can come over here and get a nice front-facing picture of this. Man, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty nice. I wonder if they have a bell in the tower up there. So here's a little, oh wow, lots of bugs here. Trying to get a little bit of a view of this sign right here. It's a pretty place. I wish we had come during the day when they would be open and you could visit on the inside. Gavin has left me behind. I'll catch up to him. This is a thing that talks about the construction of the church. So, very nice. Let's see which way the trail goes, left or straight. I don't see a blaze. I don't see a Gavin. I'm assuming we go ahead on down. I think we're going to leave town right out through there, but I'm not certain. Alrighty. There's a little sign right here. This one has that this nation might have a new birth of freedom, that slavery should be removed forever from American soil. John Brown and his 21 men gave their lives to commemorate their heroism. This tablet is placed on this building, which has since been known as John Brown's Fort. So, John Brown's Fort. This was an old fire station, so they've got some of the old fire equipment here, rebuilt in 1910. Restored by Capefield. And these are the old hose reels, I guess, that they would pull out. So this is the area of John Brown's Fort. I'll come out here and try to take a little bit wider a shot of the front of the building as I look for the trail. It's got to be down here somewhere. Okay. The war that ended slavery. All right, so this is going to be concluding our little trip through Harpers Ferry, and we're going to find the trail and get on across into Maryland. Well, we're standing here at the point, showing the convergence of the Potomac River to our left, and then the Shenandoah River over here to the right. So this is where the two come together and join as one and head on off to the ocean. So that's kind of a neat little thing. I didn't realize, I guess there's been some rainfall, so I guess that's why there's so much mud in the water, but it's kind of a muddy river on both sides. But nice little view into the east there. And we're going to head on across the railroad tracks right here. I think that mountain right there covered up in fog is really neat. Pretty nifty. And I think this is the beginning of our flat walking for a while. I'm going to go up here and see what these signs have to say. Okay, so this just talks about early travel. It's kind of where they come together, the rivers. beginning of rail transportation. The canal was the original thing, but then the rail transportation came in. And then I think this is kind of where we're going to be walking, and it's down along this canal area for about 4 miles, just pretty well flat. So we're going to give that a go and see how it turns out. I think our trail goes over here. Pretty sure anyway that we crossed the river right here and we're out of town. And I think when we cross the river we'll be in Maryland. So Harpers Ferry, Harpers Ferry West Virginia didn't last long. I think there's only about 4 miles of trail solid in West Virginia. That would be about right. Here's sign. It's according to this 1,167 miles yet to go on the AT to get our way to Maine. So not nearly as far as it has been, and I have been assured by other folks that we've met that there's nothing going to come up between here and Maine that we hadn't already done before, or at least that's the word out on the street. I'm still wondering if they know about the White Mountains, because I still think they're going to be kind of tough, but we'll see what happens. Well, we have crossed the Potomac River. There's the bridge that says Harpers Ferry going into that tunnel, but Harpers Ferry's behind us. And I'm not so sure that we're not in Maryland now. So we've got another state checked off the list, and that feels pretty nice. You know, we were in Virginia for over 500 miles. And, all right, lift lock 33. Water power was important. Okay, got it. 2 national historic parks, the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, Harpers Ferry, offer glimpses of enterprising past. Take the time to explore both. Lock number 33. So this is a canal, and we're going to be going in down this canal for quite a ways, walking along. Oh wow, looks like we come very close to Antietam Battlefield. I didn't realize that. Took us forever to drive there, it felt like. But anyway, that's kind of where we're headed. So trail network, I assume that the yellow trail, my bad.
Yeah, we're off.
Yeah, the yellow trail is Fiddle-dee-dee.
Yellow trail is Chesapeake, Ohio Canal.
There you go. That's it. And the red trail goes off to the other direction there. And our trail is going to go around this way right here. There's a blaze on that tree right there.
It says that we have 4.
Yeah?
And that's off trail.
Well, the map says we're good. Yeah. Map says that we're good because we came in. Actually, I guess we're going. I don't know.
We're going that way because we haven't been to Grantham State Park.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to head on up the way. Well, again, we're just walking down along the river here today. Beautiful sight. It's very flat here for us for a while. I think we've got about, I think Bullfrog said we've got 4 miles of basically just this. Flat as far as you can see. And then we climb a little bit, and then we get up on a little bit of a ridge, I think. And then we're flat again. So shouldn't be a too terribly bad hike today. We get to where we're going. We're both full of food today in our packs. Our packs are as heavy as they're going to be for a few days. And as we work on eating some snacks and some lunches and some things like that, they'll pare down a little bit. We're kind of at the stage of the game where it'd be awesome if we could, just incredibly reduce our pack weights. But I don't know what we could take out of there that we're not using. The only item I can think of for me is I'm still carrying a winter sleeping bag liner, but that can be used on a night that it's too warm to get into my quilt. That would be something I can cover up to keep the bugs off of me. Haven't yet, but I expect to as we move on up into the summer. And Gavin's got that too. He's got a sleeping bag that, we could swap that out for a quilt and save him a pound or so. But we just both racked our brains trying to figure out what do we have that we're not really using right now. And there's just not much. It seems like the biggest bulk of our weight is in our food bags. And as I was shopping yesterday, I tried to be very cognizant of what I was buying and to not over purchase food for the few days that we're going to be out, because I think we're going to be in and out of town areas as we travel for the next 4 or 5 days. So I don't know, we'll see how things go. It'd be nice if we can arrange a slight pack somewhere. We'll try to do that, and that'll let us get on up and get out and get moving quick. And the river is moving fast this morning. I think we had some rain yesterday. I know we had some rain yesterday and probably some last night. So maybe that's adding to the torrent of the river. But, very peaceful and very beautiful this morning. I believe that is a great blue heron right there. It's some kind of a big bird with long legs, just kind of hanging out by the river looking for some lunch or an early breakfast. Not something that we've seen this yet on the trip. That's kind of a neat sight. And there he goes. No, he doesn't want to have his picture made. I guess he's camera shy. Let's see if I can zoom back in on him somewhere. I don't know if you can see him there on the corner of the rocks. There he flew off. Okay, I guess I'm not going to get a photograph then. I was going to try to take a photograph as well as a video, but he had other ideas. Or she, I don't know which. Well, here's a bridge crossing over the Potomac. I think we have been over and around over that a few times. It's a pretty old bridge. Steel structure's kind of cool. Just point it that way out of the sun. Really kind of a neat little view there. Big bridge abutment there. We're still kind of pounding out here along the canal. Well, Hawkeye has done it again. Walking along the canal right here, he spotted this well camouflaged turtle just kind of hanging out right there. It's there's a lot of algae and stuff floating on the water, so when he popped up out of the water, his shell is covered, so he's perfectly camouflaged. But good eye Hawkeye. Moving on up the trail here. Got the railroad right there above us. I guess it came through that tunnel, and maybe this is where it just kind of comes along right here. Gavin says there's a lot. Let's see, where at? Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, there's a bunch sitting on the logs right here. Watch coming behind you there, bud. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Butterflies too. Well, I hear a train a-coming. Yep, Gavin said it's rolling around the bend. So we're going to see some CSX engines coming up here just in a second. Yep, there it comes. Awesome. I always wonder what those trains are carrying. That's not a very long one. I'm not sure that that one was carrying anything. I think that one was mostly empty. But it's always interesting to think about. I wonder what they're hauling on the railroad. Obviously, coal cars are easy to spot, but I didn't see any on that train. I'm not sure we're quite in coal country. I think we're a little far to the east for that. Maybe not. But anyway, we've seen a few trains across the trail. We've crossed some train tracks as we go. I don't know if we cross this one or cut off beyond it or what we do. That truth will be revealed up the trail somewhere. Alrighty, this is the Ed Garvey shelter. This is a new shelter, fairly. One of the nicer ones. Actually, it may not be new, I don't know. But it does have a balcony up here. That's kind of nice. It's got some benches around the fire pit. And a picnic table. And we're gonna sit for a few minutes and eat a little bit and kind of go from there. So, yep, we'll see you shortly. Wonder what the route up there is. I don't know how you get up there.
Huh?
I wonder how you get up there, from the backside?
Yeah.
Okay,
There was a door.
gotcha. All right, well, I'm gonna put it up and eat something and we'll get on the trail. Well, we're still traveling down the road. Trail today's been pretty good except for some rocky parts. You have to kind of pay attention to where you're stepping. I know one day we'll walk on some trail that's not all that rocky. Our first several miles actually today was over a rock dust path that paralleled the river and the canal. That was real pleasant. Haven't had too many climbs. We had one to kind of get up to the ridge line, I guess, and we're just gonna be kind of rolling up and down a little bit here, mostly flat here the last little bit. We are headed into a state park. We're gonna have some lunch there. I think we'll catch up to Angel and Bullfrog there. I think they beat us there by 3/4 of a mile or so. They left out about an hour before we did. I don't know what they've done so far as stopping. We did stop at the garbage shelter. They had a garbage shelter there just for, I don't know, probably 25 or 30 minutes. And had a quick snack. We'll eat a little bit more here to fuel up. That may be our place right there. Looks there's a lot of parking area right there.
Yeah, that's
So we'll pop in and I think we can refill our water and not have to filter it here. That would be kind of awesome. So anyway, I'll show you the park when we get there. Okay, we were there. I didn't realize. So we'll pop in out of the woods right here. See if we can find a picnic table and sit down and spread out and have a bite of lunch. Nice little archway there. And Gavin's squawking to find our friends. I bet you they're near the water and the restroom and the picnic shelter. That's going to be my guess. Alrighty, we have caught up to Bullfrog and Angel, so welcome them back. There they are. Wave at the camera or put on your shoes and socks. One of the day. Yeah, give them love and grief in the comments, Gavin says. So it's awesome to have them back with our group. This is Gathland State Park, and that's actually Gavin, but we are sitting in Gathland State Park. He was a writer and established, bought a lot of land here. 100 acres? Cool, 100 acres. No, that was Christopher Robin. No, Christopher Robin had 100 acres.
100 acres.
Christopher Robin had 100 acres.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, never mind. I don't think she gets it. Anyway, so he actually, up this way, we walked past it coming in, and I don't know whether I'll use that video clip or not because Gavin fell. But there's a tomb that he built for himself, but he, I think later in life, lost a lot of his fortune and didn't come back here, so he was not buried here. And the other thing that's remarkable about this park is down the way, and we'll video this when we walk past it and get it closer here, that is the War Correspondents Memorial, and it's dedicated to the memory of war correspondents who've lost their life in the line of duty or in battle reporting on wars. And there's some other structures down here. I guess that's a picnic shelter, and then I don't know what that is up on the hill there. I don't know whether we're going to go that far or not, but there's another building up there. If we get up closer to it, we'll certainly shoot that and see what we got here. Restrooms, water. Water's a wonderful thing. We love seeing these hydrants right here. So we're getting ready to load up and head out. We've got about 7 more miles to go, and hopefully we can hike it together and have a good laugh and a good time chatting and talking and just shooting the breeze. So wish us well, and thanks for joining in. We'll talk to you soon. War Correspondents Memorial. Pretty nice little place there. And looks like there are some battle areas here. I don't know whether that's the story behind this building at the top of the hill or not. The picnic area over here. And come out here and take a picture of the War Correspondents Memorial. And then go over and have a look at that. Oh, crack. I got the stop sign. Yeah, I saw somebody walking out across the thing there. And I see a blaze on that tree right there.
Oh.
So, I do want to walk over here and look at this thing here just a little bit, and then we'll get on up the road. Make sure that we're not going to get...
It's not a slow road.
Yeah.
So stand in the middle of it?
Sure. You may stand in the road park.
Alrighty. It's just really kind of cool. Let's see what these signs around over the side have to say. Okay. Oh, the Battle of South Mountain. I remember reading some about this in one of the books that I've been working on about the AT. And if you look up there, you get Army artists, Southern artists. These are some of the names of the people that are memorialized here. There's others over here. Yeah, Army correspondence. Kind of neat. We'll walk back through and see what these signs over here say. I bet they're going to describe the Battle of South Mountain. Okay, so this describes the battle. I was right. We'll hold it there and I'll make some stills out of these later. This may have been a precursor. I can't remember now when the Battle of Antietam was. This Battle of South Mountain may have been a precursor to that. So anyway, I've read about this place and I'm glad we got to visit it. It's nice, a really beautiful structure, and the structures, the houses that Mr. Gath created were especially nice as well. Well, nothing that we've seen or passed explains this, so I guess we're going to have to do some research here on this one. AD 1887. Not sure what that structure was, but it is no longer. So who knows? We're going to head on up the trail. About 7 more miles in camp tonight. We're kind of hoping for a pizza delivery to the camping ground that we're going to stay at, so that'll be kind of a nice treat. We'll see what we see. Well, the trail's a bit muddy from the rains in the last day or so, but thankfully there is a way around the mud. So we're still plowing forward. That doesn't look like a good place to step though. Maybe there, maybe this is more solid. But yeah, sometimes the trail's like this and you just deal with what you got and you walk forward in it. And try to keep your feet dry. Sometimes you just can't, but you do the best you can. Well, we've come to a view. First one today. Maybe the only one today, but it's a nice one. Nice valley area below and mountains over here to the right-hand side. Seems like it's times like this when we sit out here on a rock like this one and look at the views from here to Kingdom Come that it does kind of make all the effort that we put in walking today worth it. So I thought I would share this with you. Well, I haven't videoed much today, but I'm going to show you this. That's a rock down there at the base of this tree that's just been kind of absorbed by the tree. Really kind of cool. We got everybody back walking together this afternoon, slowly, sort of. Gavin's ahead of us. I haven't videoed a lot this afternoon. The trail has just been ridiculously rocky. It's not been hard so far as up or down. It's been mostly flat and downhill. Gradual ups, but man, the rocks. Holy cow, it's been one of the rockiest days we've had in a while. Hey, 2 for the price of 1. There's a nice little mushroom. How about that? And a fly. Hey, there's the wildlife. But anyway, we got about maybe a mile and a half to go to our campsite for the evening. And I hope that the trail will continue as is. There's a few rocks, but geez, at least you can put your foot down on dirt somewhere nearby. Man, my feet are really sore, and I don't think that's just because I've been off trail for a week. I mean, it's just a testament to how rugged the trail has been today. I am just beat. My legs are tired. That probably is also, maybe it's related to being off for a week, but I think it's also due to the rocks. I'm just beat and ready to be there. So we'll show you the campsite when we get there, if I can remember to do that. Hope I will. We'll talk to you soon. All right, this is the site of the Battle of Fox Gap. And there's the sign for it. I don't know whether you can pause the video and read that or not. I'll try to hold it real still. Try to do the same thing over here. And there's a monument right over here. And up there, I don't know what that one says. So near here in Wise's Field out on the morning of September 14th, 1862, Brigadier General Samuel Garland Jr., CSA of Lynchburg, fell mortally wounded while leading his men. So commemorating his spot of passing. We've got historic Wise Field here. There's the North Carolina South Mountain Monument up here in the woods. And around you was the scene of heavy fighting during the Battle of South Mountain. Kind of cool, I didn't realize we were coming on this. There's the General Garland Trail. Probably as long as we've walked today, I'm not going to go up to the North Carolina Monument. We do have another monument here. Take a moment and video that. This monument marks the spot where Major General Jesse Lee Bend, 9th Army Corps U.S. Volunteers, was killed in battle September the 14th of 1862. So, interesting. Didn't expect to be coming upon a battlefield today, but we did. And we've got probably half or 3/4 of a mile to get on down the road to our campsite. I think we're all ready to be there. We're going to plow forward. Oh, I was going to show this too because this is kind of interesting. The Lost Orders. Be something interesting for you to look up. But some of Lee's orders, Special Order number 191, detailed the movement of Lee's army for the operation against Harpers Ferry, and McClellan they fell into McClellan's hand. So interesting. I've not in the things I've looked at seen a copy of it, but there's a photocopy of that on the sign here. And then the Maryland campaign of 1862, right there. Very interesting. It was in there on the map too. Interesting. Alrighty, we're going to head on up the trail.